Good morning, y'all. Today is Saturday, June 22nd, and we're out here live on the back porch. Um, right at the moment, I'm unsupervised, but that's only because the wife had to run to the store. But other than that, no, the wife is home to keep an eye on me. But anyway, I wanted to touch on a couple things. This time here, I actually had something to talk about. Uh, if you've seen my latest videos, I've been working on the transmission on my old 92 Dodge 4x4 truck. Poor thing. Transmission went out on me 2 weeks ago on the 13th. Lucky 13. And I have no idea how an automatic transmission works. But I pulled it out and everything. And with help from friends and from Mopar Nut, I can't say enough about him. Kim fixes things. Bear Rose Garage. Lately, First Responder Garage. Um, oh my God, I can't mention everyone because I can't think of them right now. But just a lot of people have been helping me out with this, giving me information and everything, and I do appreciate it. Um, Part of my channel, if you watch any of my videos, a lot of the stuff I do because I have to. Some of it I do because I want to. This transmission deal falls into the category of I have to do it. But irregardless, on all of my videos, I've always said that one of the things I try to inspire in people is even if you don't know what you're doing, do your research, but go out there and try it. Well, I'm definitely taking my own advice because this doing this transmission, this is way out of my comfort zone. It's way out of my knowledge. Um, I have swapped transmissions, pulled one out, put another one in. I've put torque converters, swapped out torque converters. Um, that's about it. I've never rebuilt a transmission before, especially, well, not an automatic. I've done manual transmissions. And the reason why I can even say that in the plural is because I've done two of them. That's it. So I'm not very experienced with transmissions at all. So, like I said, I'm way out of my comfort zone. And 2 weeks ago, and I've said this in a couple of my videos, 2 weeks ago, I had no clue about how an automatic transmission works, what's inside of them. Um, it's like I said, way beyond me. But thanks to a lot of help, people talking to me directly, giving me hints, not hints, but advice, tips, what to look for, what's in there, how things work, point me towards videos, um, giving me suggestions on what manuals are good for my specific application and everything. I've just had a world of help, um, and I've learned so much. I'm still not comfortable doing it, but I'm doing it. And that's the whole point of this transmission series is one, no matter if you're stepping out of your comfort zone, if you don't feel confident in what you do, try it. Try it if you can. If you have no other option, try it. Hey, Guns and Gears, how you doing, sir? I'm just sitting here yakking about the transmission and everything. Kim sent you. Okay, awesome. Thank you, Kim. I'm assuming you meant Kim from Kim Fixes Things. I'm assuming that's who you're talking about, or are you talking about Kim from Bear Rose Garage? Um, anyway, I appreciate you showing up. There's a link up here, just like Bear Rose Garage has. If you want to hop on, you can do just voice. My sister does that a lot. Or you can have video and everything. But I'm glad you're joining in. Okay, so you're talking about Kim Fixes Things. My God, you have no idea how much respect I have for that woman. She is a go-getter. She just gets out there. I'm impressed with hers, with her YouTube channel. She is awesome. I can't say enough about her. I mean, actually, that whole crew, that whole group that I'm part of, and I have no reason why I should be, but they are just awesome people. They are just awesome. I can't say enough of them. Oh, hey, my cousin Michael, his son Matthew. How you doing, sir? I'm glad you got your YouTube channel going too, my friend. That is awesome. And heck, you even got sponsored. That is so cool. That is awesome. Again, let everyone know while you're on here too. Right at the top where it says Sidewinder Shed, StreamYard, you can hop on if you want, sir. You're more than welcome. Just click on that, and you don't even have to have video. Your aunt, your great aunt, my sister Carol, she hops on all the time. No video, just voice. Um, I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay, my friend. It's a Saturday. I try to do a live stream on the weekends sometime whenever I get a chance. And today I was talking about the transmission in my truck. I've never done one before. I've never done rebuilt an automatic transmission before, let alone one with an overdrive that's 32 years old. I'm learning as I go along. And like I said earlier at the beginning of my live stream here, that's part of my channel. I try to encourage people. Hey, I appreciate it. I appreciate it, Matthew. Thank you for stopping in. Stay tuned. Keep me as background noise if you want. But one of the things I try to do in my videos too is let everyone know that I'm not an expert on anything I do. I just hop in there and do it. This transmission, especially, this is a learning experience for me. I don't have a whole lot of confidence in what I'm doing, but with help from a lot of people on YouTube, a lot of people in my life that I know personally, I've had so much help. I'm gaining the confidence, and I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm way out of my comfort zone, but that's one of the things in my channel I try to encourage people to do. Get out of your comfort zone. Or if you want something done, you can't afford to buy it, you can't afford to have somebody do it for you, give it a shot. Just try it. See what happens. And the more you do stuff, the more you learn, the better you get at it. Personally, I'm really hoping to do a lot of transmissions. Those things are heavy and they hurt. They're also expensive. But it's cheaper to do it yourself than it is to have to pay someone and or buy a new one. I'm looking at the difference between roughly $2,800 for a complete rebuilt transmission that's all done, somewhere between 1,800 and 2,200 to have this one rebuilt for me, or somewhere around $800 to do it myself. Hmm. What I would really like to do is I would really love to have a professionally rebuilt one that's good to go. Take it to the shop, have them pull the old one out, put the new one in. That's over $3,000. I wish I had the money to do that because this thing is kicking my butt, but that's not an option for me. So I'm doing the best I can with what I have, and that's the whole point about my YouTube channel. Do the best you can with what you have. Give it a shot. Don't be afraid to try. The biggest regrets that you'll ever have in your life is I never even tried. Hey, Kim. Hey, Bear Rose. Good to see you this morning, sir. Yeah, I had people come in. They came in, they dropped out, and I don't know what you're doing, sir, but if you got a moment, at the top of the comments section is the link. If you want to hop on for a couple minutes, that's fine. Or if you're just popping in to say hi, that's awesome too, man. Love to see you. And I mentioned you. Thank you for your help. Thank you for your support. I do appreciate it. I mean, this the community that you have introduced me to, sir, and that I've met just online. That it just I can't say enough. They have been so awesome with giving me advice and helping me out and the support and everything for this dive that I'm doing into this transmission. Again, I had no idea 2 weeks ago. I had no idea about how a automatic transmission worked. All I knew is that you went to the store, you bought this magic elixir that's called transmission fluid, and you just poured it in until something happened. And that's it. I mean, it was magic and wizardry. That's all I knew. That's all I knew about these transmissions. And I've learned so much. It's awesome. It's awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much. And the deal is, too, without having hooked up with you and talked to you for the last couple years or so, I never would have been introduced, never would have been introduced to that community to help me. So thank you again. I do appreciate it. But anyway, getting off track here. I was getting off track a little bit. So of course I lost my train of thought. That happens, but doing the best I can here with what I got. That's this transmission series. I have found out that there are a bunch of other videos out there, but they don't deal with the specific transmission I'm working on, which is a 46RH. I should say, not the transmission, but the overdrive. And thanks to Mopar Nut, too. He's the one that told me the RH stands for hydraulic. Most of the videos out there deal with the 46RE. Very similar. About 95% of it is the same. It's that 5% that is that I'm having trouble figuring out, and they're just simple little things, not much difference. But again, like the old difference between the factory roller cam 360 engine I built and the LA, the flat tap at LA 360 and the Magnum 360. There are several things that are minor, but they're very important, that are different between the three of those engines. I'm learning that with this transmission, there are some minor differences between the 46RE and the 46RA, but they seem to be fairly important. So those are the things I'm trying to document, the difference between them. Just so people, to help other people out so that they don't have to go through 30 different videos to try and figure out these minor differences. That and the fact I'm trying to get it fixed for my truck. That's my daily driver, and I'm going to be without it for at least another week or so. And I really am thinking about yanking the engine and dropping in that, see how that goes, and what the financial situation is too. Which is something else I ran into a problem Wednesday. Actually, it was Thursday. Somebody hacked my card, and overnight, $300 was gone. Might not sound like a whole lot, but that's actually parts for this transmission or not. And right now, it's a not. So anyway, that's all being taken care of through the bank and the and everything right now. So we'll see how that goes. But there's $300 I'm out that I was really counting on. But say la vie, life happens. I'll get over it. We'll power through it, and we'll see what happens. You can't dwell on the bad things. But the only thing that worries me, my dad told me this a long time ago, and so does my sister remind me of it. My whole family, actually. There's a saying: trouble comes in threes. Bad things happen in threes. One, on the way to work at dark 30 in the morning, transmission crapped out on me. Two, my bank account got hacked. My card got hacked. Lost $300 related to the transmission. That was for parts. I'm just waiting for the third shoe to drop right now. And I hope it's an inconvenience like the other two things are. They're basically an inconvenience. Bit of a major inconvenience, but a inconvenience nonetheless. I'm hoping the third one isn't too major either. Um, I hope it's not life changing. I'm hoping that the third one, which I have confidence will drop, will be an inconvenience that I'll just, suck it up and carry on. All right, Bear Rose. Things aren't cheap for sure. All the parts I've had to buy this week are two-wheel drive. Oh, two times. Two times what they were a year ago, right down to nuts and bolts. Oh, my. Yeah, tell me about it. Again, going back to the engine I built. I priced out the parts pre-COVID. And even with a stroker kit, 4-inch stroker on it, uh, the parts in total was around $3,000. Well, when I finally got the engine, and this was after COVID, right at the tail end of COVID, and I got ready to build it, one, waiting on the parts, trying to get the parts, some of them weren't available. Two, the prices, Jesus. Going back basically stock, a few upgrades, was $4,000. There was no way that stroker kit I was looking at, the whole kit, the whole rotating assembly, when I first priced it out, was $1,200. When I finally got the engine, got it tore down, and decided what I was going to do with it, it went to $2,200. That placed it out of my budget. Oh, and that was for internally balanced as well, which is really the way I wanted to go. But yeah, I know prices are unreal. Although I do a lot of woodwork too. I have seen the price of wood drop, but I've also seen the quality drop just as quick. Um, A lot of times you get what you pay for. But anyway, stuff happens. You just gotta motor on, keep going, and do what you can do with what you have. But but yeah, Bear Rose, man. Yeah, I appreciate you stopping by, my friend. Yeah, right now I guess I'm gonna babble. This was gonna be a short live stream anyway, because I imagined well, I was counting on the wife being home by now, so I figured I'd just hop on while she was gone, but she ain't home yet, so I'm unsupervised at the moment. Ooh, I'm thinking I should probably grab a beer while she's gone, but yeah, it's after 11 o'clock. I think that's legal. I'm not sure. I still got coffee. I'm good. I was kind of being a smartass there. But anyway, other than that, weather down here in Virginia's been hot, but it has not been that humid. The rain, finally, which I figured would happen, has let up, and I kind of was expecting that point where now we're going to have to worry about a drought for the rest of the summer. Before that, my whole backyard and front yard was nothing but a friggin' lake for like 4 months, and now the water's all gone, and the pool I put up too has been so hot and dry that about every 3 days, about 4 inches of water evaporates from the pool, and I'm thinking that's somewhere around 700 gallons that has to be added to it. And of course, you got to pay for that too. Oh, you made it into 60. Kim, let me tell you what, buddy. Yeah, this last week it's been in the 90s, but again, it hasn't been as humid as it was last year or the year before. So, although it's a bit hot, um, it's not as miserable as it usually is. So that's a good thing. I mean, again, I was stationed out in the desert for a few years, and dealing with temperatures, in the daytime going up past 120 degrees, but it was a dry heat. It was till you get overseas, then it's humid. You get in the Middle East there, and for a friggin' desert, there's a lot of humidity out there. I was surprised. But in the high Mojave Desert where I was stationed, it was very dry heat. I can deal with that. I can deal with the dry heat. I'd rather have 120 degrees out near Death Valley and deal with that than I would to have even an 80-degree day with high humidity here in Virginia. That is just miserable to me. But anyway, again, another thing you just have to deal with. But yeah, it's been dry. It's been nice. Matter of fact, since I have to put that transmission on hold till next week. Hey, Philip. Hey, Kim is here. Bear Rose Garage is here also, buddy. If you want to say hi. Um, but I think what I'm going to do this weekend is I'm going to change gears and go back to working on my fence and on some woodworking stuff. I'm going to hold off on the camper, I think, because anything I need to do to camper will also cost a little bit of money. So I'm gonna hold off on that and just do what I can, you know, around the house. It'll also keep the wife happy, and if she can actually see me working outside in the yard, that usually means she won't add to the honeydew list a whole lot. Okay, Philip the third, He's making some cinnamon rolls in the oven. Awesome. Yeah, he said he'd pop in after those are done. Barrows, you're gonna have to show me sometime too how you put the chat up here. I'm not gonna mess with it right now, sir, because one, I had a little trouble getting this live stream going. Anyway, I don't know. I might have to go through the computer again and clear it out, reset it, do something. Yeah, anything over 40% humidity is a killer. Yes, sir. I'm right there with you. Unfortunately, normally in Virginia, we're looking every day, usually from springtime to late fall, we're looking at 60% or up. And that's even in the Richmond area, where I'm 100 miles or so away from the ocean, we still get all that humidity right off the coast. I'm not even going to talk about where Philip III is at in Florida. That is just, I don't think Florida's ever been below 40% humidity. Spring, summer, fall, winter, I don't think it mattered. But they got ocean on both sides of Florida. So my brother lived down in Florida for decades. Yeah, heat index of 100. Yep, no doubt, no doubt. Like I said, I'd rather have 130-degree heat and 10% humidity, like out in the high desert, rather than 80 degrees and 90% humidity. Without the rain. Heck, even in the summertime when it rains here in Virginia, a lot of times it's like, oh, cool, it's raining. Well, no, it's like having a hot shower and then a steam bath once the rain ends. You can literally see the steam coming off the ground. With that being said, being from Massachusetts originally, I'm gonna take this stuff and bitch, moan, and complain about the heat and humidity rather than deal with the snow and ice for friggin' 10 months out of the year. I know that's an exaggeration, but as I get older, that's how I remember it now. Up there in New England, y'all can have the cold weather. I kind of like in March, at the end of March, beginning of April, I kind of like, I'd rather prefer bitching about the heat than the fact that there's still 8 inches of snow on the ground. You know, but then again, that's me. I'm a truck driver. I'm not happy unless I'm complaining about something. But yeah. Other than that, and I'm sorry, I'm trying to stay away from the fan, but I do need the air. Yeah, everyone complains about the weather, but nobody wants to do anything about it. You know what? You have a point there. You have a point there, and I don't want anyone, especially the government, to try and do anything about it. Because yeah, the worst thing you ever hear in the world is, "Hi, I'm from the government and I'm here to help." That's no, no, just leave me alone. If I'm if if I'm not doing anything illegal that was illegal for decades, if it wasn't illegal for decades, don't change the rules so that what I'm doing now is illegal. Just leave it the way it was and just leave me alone. Don't bother me. Don't help me. I don't need or want your help from the government. I just no. That's just back off. Yeah, Ben Franklin. Yeah, yeah, I'm here. Hi, I'm with the government. I'm here to help. Yeah, well, Ben Franklin was one of the founding fathers. They were very smart men. Um, they kind of had the attitude as well as, look, we're fine. Leave us alone. Just don't bother us. We won't bother you. As long as we're not hurting anyone, leave us alone. Of course, then we're going to get into the whole thing about how we stole this country from the Native Americans and everything else wrong we did. And so, therefore, 240 years later, we don't deserve to have the country. That's human nature. Look at every other country. But I don't even want to open that can of worms. And yes, I've been to different countries, and I still think that as bad as things are here in America, the United States, because God forgive me, I don't want to piss any Canadians off or any South Americans off that say, hey, which America are you talking about? I'm from America too. All right, the United States of America, shortened to America. That's what I'm talking about. I still think we have one of the best yeah, governments around, comparatively speaking. I mean, I also think that's pretty much a low bar right now. It's because it's funny. Back in the 70s, growing up, you could definitely tell the difference between what the United States allowed to citizens allowed. Even I'm not exempt from changing my language. But there was a big difference between what United States citizens had a right to do compared to a lot of other countries in the world. A lot of the other countries, they've come up to our point and they're looking they're looking at the United States going, what are you talking about? You know, we have these rights too, and that right, and this right, and we just can do this and that and the other thing. And go back 70 or 100 years ago, you couldn't. And United States, we could. But again, I really don't want to get into that. Yeah, we must all stick together, or we will certainly hang separately. Yeah, and some of them did, unfortunately. Some of them, a lot. Okay, time to put my tinfoil hat on because, again, we're starting to speak about political things. And I know, Philip the Third, I know you've watched a lot of my live streams, and yeah, I know I froze. Matter of fact, on my end, I lost everything here. And I'm putting that down, like I said, put my tinfoil hat on. That's because we're talking politics and I'm voicing my opinion on that. So that's one of the other reasons why I try to stay away from it. Because, again, not to sound like a conspiracy nut, but I think Big Brother is sitting here going, yeah, Sidewinder, shut up. We're going to stop you right there. Because, Philip, you've been on here plenty of times, and I might freeze for a second. Very rarely do I ever lose anything or everything. And it's just a coincidence. It's weird, perfectly clear friggin' day. Not to mention, I'm not on satellite. This is all hardwired. So to kind of lose the signal is a little bit odd. A little bit odd. So we'll get off the political crap here, which my subscribers, my viewers, I don't want to alienate any of them. I appreciate their own viewpoints, their beliefs, and everything, and that's fine because I try to go with what do we have in common rather than what are our differences. So that's why I try not to get into politics or religion too often. I have my own beliefs, I have my own thoughts, and I hope everyone go check your roles, sir. But I hope everyone will accept that. And if you want to pipe in and say a few things, I'll listen. Doesn't matter to me. Everyone has their own beliefs. You have your core values and everything. But oh, guys, I have got to take this. Give me a second. Hey, Muskrat. I'm doing all right, buddy. Hey, give me a second because I'm doing a live stream right now, and I'm gonna sign off so I can talk to you. No, no, no. You just hang tight. Because I've been on here rambling for a little bit anyway. And I'm just gonna say I'm gonna tell everyone who you are, and I've got to sign off. All right, so yeah, hang tight. Yeah, this is a buddy of mine that I served with years ago, and we have another friend of ours that's in the hospital. So we gotta, I gotta talk to this guy, and I thank you all for tuning in. And I will catch you later on, Philip. I'm sorry, buddy. I will talk to you all later, but I gotta take this call, and I will talk to you all later. Y'all take care.